Welcome to The Great Expanse by John Bab 426 here on YouTube. So much is going on. I appreciate all of you who have subscribed, everyone that has liked the video. If you've left a comment, I truly appreciate it. And I would encourage all of you to leave comments, please, because I really want to know what's on your mind. Again, I want to make this as interactive as possible. I'm trying to think of maybe a newsletter. Again, newsletter just sounds really droll, and maybe droll isn't the right word. But it sounds really mundane, a newsletter, because, I mean, how newsworthy is a YouTube channel? Got a new vid, ding! So, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, so every time a new video is dropped, you'll know about it second, and I will know about it first. Now, a few weeks ago, I put out Alex Ross's timeless variant covers with the Villains Mural. Now, this is a new channel, so I'm a little late to the game, I'll admit that. So this isn't really hot off the press, but maybe since none of you have seen it, maybe it's hot on the press. No, maybe it's still hot off the press, okay? Because he had a Heroes mural, and he actually had the Heroes covers individualized. Now, when I showed you the Villains mural, each individual cover hadn't been made yet. But that's where the Villains timeless variant covers are going to come from. That mural, okay, that I showed you guys from Alex Ross. Well, this is the Heroes mural, along with the Heroes cover. So this way, when I showcase each individual, you'll see each individual cover. All right. Now you can see the Heroes mural behind me, and you're going to see each cover. And this is going to be awesome. All right. So we're going to go one by one. Course by course. Okay, it's from Beauty the Beast. All right. But let me highlight the mural here so I can see each one. Here we go. So we're just going to start from left to right. All right. You see there Johnny Blaze or Dan Ketch, Ghost Rider, the Spirit of Vengeance, whose penitent stare even brought Galactus to its knees. Now remember, Galactus has devoured worlds. So we're talking trillions of souls, okay, that have been extinguished. Right above him is Namor, the Submariner, from Atlantis. Not Talokan, but Atlantis. And he's named Namor because Namor backwards is Roman, okay? And we know the Submariner is just an awesome character. And for years, he could not legally be licensed to be in a movie. And I'll give you more information on that on a later video, because I don't know the details right now. But it's good that we can finally see Namor in the iteration that he's going to be in Wakanda Forever. So I'll just have to watch, and hopefully it's not heavy-handed with stuff. All right. Next to Namor, the real She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters, the cousin of Bruce Banner, who was turned into the She-Hulk by a blood transfusion. Not just by blood just dripping on his open wounds. Drip, 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 drip. All right. Now, I'm going to go up. Above She-Hulk, you see the surfboard. And two people to her left, and again, I'm only doing that because the surfboard is over She-Hulk's head, is Norrin Radd, the Silver Surfer. And I appreciated the way the Silver Surfer was done in Fantastic Four, The Rise of the Silver Surfer. I thought Silver Surfer was probably the best part of that movie. I would have liked more of a humanized Galactus, a human form, but instead they had the ominous cloud, and as the Silver Surfer got closer to Galactus, you can see the outline of his helmet. But I'm kind of basic. I like carbon-based bodies. I would have preferred a physical Galactus. Okay. Now we're going to skip back, okay? And you see the flaming form, probably one of the first characters drawn on this mural, because you see him in all his glory. Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. And I can't remember what his name was, because the Human Torch has been around long before the Fantastic Four. Okay. Is it Jack Richards? I might be confusing my names, but his name, when he first debuted in the 1940s, before the Fantastic Four, will appear here. All right. To the left of Johnny Storm, past the Silver Surfer, because we've already done the Silver Surfer. That's what she said. No, I'm kidding. But to his left is his sister, Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman. And there's so much that can be said for the Invisible Woman. She's been the love interest of Namor, who we've already seen. The love interest of Doctor Doom, even. When Doctor Doom has had parallel parallel projections of the universe, he's had Sue Storm as his wife on multiple occasions. We're talking about God Emperor Doom, Susan Storm was his wife. When the Marquis of Death, who was Doom's master, this came out, I believe, in the 2000s. He had an effigy of the future, and Sue Storm was once again his wife. So she's also the love interest of Doctor Doom. I don't care what anyone says. Okay. And right above her is Susan Storm's love interest and husband of many years, Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, the most intelligent man, the most brilliant man in the Marvel Universe. Now, we know Tony Stark is brilliant, Professor X is brilliant, but Reed Richards stands alone when it comes to intelligence. Okay. So when I saw the way he was treated in Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, being very dumb and not having a plan for the Scarlet Witch, I was appalled. Appalled. Down from Reed Richards, you see Shang-Chi, the master of Kung Fu, son of Fu Manchu. Okay? And you see him there kind of in his traditional garb. I would like to see Shang-Chi in additional MCU films in that garb, with the long hair and everything. Okay? Up from Shang-Chi is Vision in his red, yellow, and green outfit, his original incarnation. He is an android, okay? And I do not know who he's created by. I apologize for that. And I'm not talking about the artist or the writer, but I'm talking about who created the android. Was it Hank Pym? I'm not sure, okay? Let's go down. Crouching, not a crouching tiger, but a crouching Spider Woman. Jessica, oh Lord, I can't remember her name. I think it's Jessica Drew. All right. I would love to see her in a film based on the comic books. And I know that's very difficult for the MCU to do for some reason. But Spider-Woman has always had an amazing outfit and an amazing design to me. I've always liked the way she looked. Up from Spider-Woman is the Scarlet Witch, Wanda Maximoff, daughter of Magneto. And I know in recent years they've tried to change Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch from being Magneto's children for reasons. No, I do understand. Because they want the comics to reflect the movies. Stupid. But I'm not angry. Mr. McGee, relax. I'm not angry. Right over her left shoulder is Ben Grimm, the Thing. From Brooklyn, New York, famously. He's a Jewish character. And he is the most powerful physically of the Fantastic Four. Next to Ben Grimm on his left shoulder, Daredevil, Matt Murdock. And his series on Netflix, those 3 seasons were awesome. Seasons 1, 2, and 3. Especially when the Punisher is introduced in season 2, played by John Bernthal, who looks great as the Punisher. And Daredevil, of course, his base of operations is in Hell's Kitchen. Alright? To the left of Daredevil, up over his shoulder, is Thor, the real Thor, the mighty Thor. And in certain iterations of Thor, he had a human form. He played a man called Donald Blake who had a walking stick in the comics. And whenever he slammed that walking stick down, he would transform into the image of Thor. Okay? To his left, Iron Man, Tony Stark. He's I think his greatest storyline was Demon in a Bottle, dealing with Tony Stark's alcoholism. And that's a great story. All right. Going all the way down, crouching before him is Spider-Man, Peter Parker, my favorite superhero, my favorite hero of anything, of any genre. Spider-Man stands alone. I'm talking about over Luke Skywalker, over Captain Kirk and Jean-Luc Picard of Star Trek, over, I don't know, Sam from Green Eggs and Ham. I don't know. Spider-Man is just my man. All right? There we go. Standing up over Spider-Man's left shoulder is Storm, Aurora Monroe, one of the characters that is the real heart and soul of the X-Men. I did a video about the X-Men being introduced into the MCU. Okay? And Storm is one of the most powerful X-Men, one of the most powerful characters, and the most famous and most popular black superhero or heroine. Okay, even more than Black Panther. All right, it's a fact. Standing over Storm, one of my favorite characters in any medium as well, the Incredible Hulk, Bruce Banner. Not Amadeus Choi or Cho, but Bruce Banner's Incredible Hulk. Standing before the Hulk, on his left shoulder, Captain America, Steve Rogers, who also was originally created in the 1940s, okay? Right around the time that World War II was going on, okay? And we've seen Captain America defeat Wolverine, saying heal this, and Wolverine storyline, Enemy of the State. We've seen him knock out the Hulk. Captain America is the man. Up over Captain America's left shoulder, Peter Rasputin. I'm sorry, I put a T in the end. Peter Rasputin, Colossus, the physical powerhouse, who can transform his body into organic steel. All right, awesome. Also, the brother of Mikhail Rasputin, and of course, his powerful sister. Oh, why can I not think of her name right now? Come to me in 3 seconds. I command you. Ilyana. There we go. I had her name echoing in my mind from the cartoon. Ilyana. Okay. Down from her is Black Widow, Natasha Romanov. Okay. And one of the most popular superhero characters in any medium. Down from Black Widow, between Black Widow and Captain America, Wolverine, the Canadian, who is a short, diminutive character. He's about 5'3". Now, Hugh Jackman played him masterfully, but comic book-based Wolverine, and again, you can't do everything in the comic books in live action, okay? Comic book-based Wolverine is 5'3" and 350 pounds of muscle and adamantium skeleton. He is a tank on 2 legs. We're going to skip over from Black Widow to standing over Black Widow's left shoulder. No, her left shoulder. Okay, I'm sorry. On standing over her left shoulder is Black Panther, T'Challa, ruler of Wakanda. And I really want T'Challa to be recast. Not as disrespect, but eventually, and again, you have to do it in a very sensitive manner and a very timely manner, because we're still kind of reeling from the passing of the actor Chadwick Boseman, okay? But T'Challa, Black Panther, is a rich character. Please recast him, please. Standing to the left of Black Panther is Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme Stephen Strange. Going all the way down, crouching right beneath Doctor Strange on the mural is Kurt Wagner, Nightcrawler. Standing up over him is Jean Grey in her Phoenix form, not in her Marvel Girl form, but in her Phoenix form. And she's probably the only person on here that's on both the hero's mural and the villain's mural, but she appears as the Dark Phoenix on the villain's mural. And in all fairness, Namor could appear on both as well, because he's had run-ins with the original Human Torch, he's had run-ins with the Fantastic Four, he's kidnapped Susan Storm, so he could be on both murals as well. Barely seen, standing behind Jean Grey, is Cyclops, Scott Summers, the heart and soul of the X-Men, the leader of the X-Men, the field commander, okay? Scott Summers. Father of Cable, brother of Havoc, Alex Summers, and the brother of Vulcan. I do not remember his name, though. Vulcans, okay? Son of Corsair, the Starjammer, all right? Standing to the left of Cyclops, my favorite X-Men, Angel. This is Warren Worthington III, not in his Archangel appearance, but just as Angel. I like him both as Angel and Archangel. To the left of Angel, another original X-Men. Okay, now that I'm looking at the mural, all 5 of the original classic X-Men are standing right next to each other. Bobby Drake, Iceman. Former love interest of Polaris. Now I think they made the character gay all of a sudden. So, alright. Crouching before Iceman is Beast, Hank McCoy. The most intelligent of the X-Men. Alright. Also another one of my favorites. Like those 5 classic X-Men, those are really some of my favorite characters. Departing the roster of the X-Men, we move up. To the left of Bobby Drake Iceman is Falcon, Sam Wilson, in his original costume. Not as Captain America, but as Falcon. Standing to the left of Falcon is Black Bolt, the man whose words can shatter mountains. Also the ruler of the Inhumans, okay, in Adelon. Standing to his left, another character that I've always liked to see in comic books just because of her flowing hair. Reminds me of Dr. Octopus because she has these things coming out of her. Is Medusa, the wife of Black Bolt. Crouching before Medusa is Clint, Barton, Hawkeye. And that is a series that I need to watch because I haven't watched it and I heard it was pretty good on the MCU. Okay. Finally, we see the Vigilante, Frank Castle, the Punisher, who was excellently played, as I already alluded to earlier, by Jon Bernthal. Someone who's been at odds with just about every hero on this mural because of his violent ways. And yes, the Punisher is a very violent character. He kills his enemies. He does not waste time dragging them off to jail like Batman does when he knows the Joker and the Mad Hatter and the Riddler are going to escape Arkham Asylum. He knows this and he still does it. Frank Castle says, I ain't got that problem. Boom! And Captain America beat the crap out of the Punisher when he killed, I think, 2 villains in the Civil War storyline that said they wanted to defect to the good guys during the Civil War. All right. So, and again, as I said, you get to see each individual cover. And of course, the mural is beautiful all by itself. And once again, this Alex Ross. I always love Alex Ross's stuff. All right. Now, I did not do a hero count, but there were 37 villains, so maybe there are 37 heroes. I'll count that later, and that number will appear here. I'm like David Brent from The Office UK. All right, so this has been Timeless Variant Covers by Alex Ross. They did come out last year, but again, this channel is not a year old. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you love Alex Ross's stuff. Or if you don't like it, and somebody recently told me that they don't like Alex Ross's stuff because it's too realistic. That's their opinion, all right? But I love it. I just think it's great artwork, all right? So this has been The Great Expanse by John Bat 426, signing off.